The session is now called to order. Please rise for the singing of the national anthem.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiging, sa manlulupig, di ka masisingil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong totoo, may nilang ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nanginginig. Ang bituin ng araw niya kailan pang may magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng maraming pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mamapit, at mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Please remain standing for a minute of silent prayer and meditation. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we defer the calling of the roll.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
And I also move that we move to defer the approval of the journal of the previous session.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
I move that we take up reference of business and direct the Secretary to read the titles of the resolutions and bills
Secretary
and committee
General
report.
Secretary General is directed to read reference of business, resolutions, and communications.
Reference of business, resolutions. House Resolution 2560, directing the Committee on Transportation to look into the sudden cancellation and delay of airline flight schedules, including Cebu Pacific's mass cancellation on flights on April 28 to May 10, 2019. Representative Zarate.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 2561, directing the Committee on Labor and Employment to investigate on the failure of commercial establishment and malls operators to properly execute their workers during the April 22, 2019 6.1 magnitude earthquake. Representative Brosas and De Jesus.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 2562, calling for an investigation by the appropriate committee of the House on the technical glitches during the 2019 midterm elections. Representative Suarez.
To the Committee on Rules.
Communications. Letter dated March 20, 2019 of Sec. Sitoy, Presidential Advisor on Legislative Affairs and Head PLLO, submitting the quarterly physical report of operations as of December 31, 2018.
To the Committee on Rules.
Letter dated April 11, 2019 of Janice Zalas, Deputy Director, Office of the General Counsel and Legal Services, BSP, furnishing the House with duly certified authentic BSP issuances.
To the Committee on Banks and Financial Intermediaries.
Letter dated April 24, 2019 of Enrico L. Espanyol, Legal Counsel, Primeword Digital System, submitting their 2018 annual report.
To the Committee of Legislative Franchises.
Letter dated April 24, 2019 of Roy Cecil Ibay, Legal and Regulatory Digital Mobile Philippines Incorporated, submitting their 2018 annual report.
To the Committee on Legislative Franchises.
Letter dated April 24, 2019 of Enrico L. Espanyol, Legal Counsel, Smart Broadband Incorporated, submitting their 2018 annual report.
To the Committee on Legislative Franchises.
Committee report. Report number 1320 of the Committee on Tourism on House Bill number 9195.
To the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we suspend session for a couple of minutes.
Session suspended.
Kuripot talaga eh.
Session resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, with leave of the House, I move that we open the privilege hour.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I now move that we recognize the Honorable Representative Casilla of Anak Pawis Party List to avail of the privilege hour. So move, Madam Speaker.
Representative Ariel Casilla of Anak Pawis is now recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat, lalo na po sa ating mga kapwa mambabatas, mga kawani ng House of Representatives. Pagbati po ng hustisya at demokrasya ang ipinapaabot ng kinatawan ng Anak Pawis sa mga kasama ko sa kongresong ito. Naway sinamantala natin ang nakaraang panahon ng kampanyahan para makapiling ang mga maralitang mamayan sa ating mga nasasakupan at marinig ang kanilang mga kahilingan at naway ang mga kahilingan nila ay maging plataforma ito para tugunan ang iyong mga kahilingan. Mga kapwa mambabatas, sa loob ng 3 taon o halos 3 taon na ako'y naging kinatawan ng Anak Pawis Party List at bilang kasapi ng lehislatura na inatasan ng saligang batas at binigyan ng kapangyarihang oversight sa pamamalakad ng ating pamahalaan at tiyakin na ang mga batas ay ipinapatupad. Gayon din ang mga batayang karapatan ng mamayan ay naitataguyod. Ang kinatawang ito 10 ng aking mga kasamahan sa ilalim ng Bloking Makabayan ay nakapagsumite ng mga House resolutions ukol sa mga nauulat na paglabag sa karapatang pantao sa iba't ibang bahagi ng ating bansa. Karaniwang ito patungkol sa mga pag-abuso sa mga magsasaka, katutubo, mangingisda, manggagawang bukid at iba pang sektor sa ating kanayunan na mga maralita at maging sa kalunsuran. Hindi po bababa sa 50 o mahigit na House resolution ang isinumite ng kinatawang ito. Sa hindi kasiyasiyang kalagayan, hindi ito nahiring sa komite. Kung kaya, animoy ang kongresong ito ay nagpapakita ng kawalan ng interes sa isyu ng karapatang pantao at sa mga naiulat na mga samot-saring paglabag sa karapatang pantao. Kalakhan po sa mga resolusyong ito ay patungkol sa mga lider o aktibong kasapi ng mga organisasyon at asosasyon ng mga magsasaka na nakaranas ng iba't ibang forma ng pandarahas mula nung naupo at hanggang sa kasalukuyan sa ilalim ng Administrasyong Duterte. Nang talikuran ng Administrasyong Duterte ang usapang pangkapayapaan sa National Democratic Front of the Philippines, at inilunsad, idiniklara ang mala total war policy nito, ang kanayunan at ang mga sektor sa kanayunan ang pangunahin at nauuna na namang naging biktima sa deklarasyon ng total war policy. Ang pagdeklara ng martial law sa Mindanao at ang pagpapalawig nito, pagpapatupad ng Memorandum Order Number 32 na nag-uutos ng pag-atake sa mga aktivista at progresibo sa Negros, Samar at Bicol, at ang pagpapatupad ng Executive Order Number 70 o pagbubuo ng National Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict, hindi tumutol ang kongresong ito. Kahit alam naman natin na mga patakaran at mga kautosang ito ay magdudulot at magbubunga ng malawakang paglabag sa karapatang pantao. Sa mga biktima ng human rights violations, palaging mayorya po ang hanay ng ating mga magsasaka o magbubukid. Silang mga marginalized, silang walang boses sa ating lipunan, sila'y palaging target ng mga atake mismo ng ating gobyerno. Kaya naman mula sa tala po ng grupong karapatan sa ilalim ng administrasyong kasalukuyan hanggang Desyembre 2018, pumalo na po sa 222 ang bilang ng mga biktima ng extrajudicial killings at natural na mayorya nito ay mga magsasaka na umaabot na po sa 180. Umabot din sa 75 na biktima ang mga kasapi ng Kilusang Magbubukid ng Pilipinas o KMP na alyadong organisasyon ng partidong kinakatawanan ng representasyong ito. Habang 13 ang biktima mula sa grupong Katutubong Pasaka sa Mindanao. Malaking bahaging aabot sa 108 na biktima mula sa Mindanao. Mayoryang 51 biktima nito ay mula sa Davao Region, habang 24 na biktima ay mula sa Soc-Sabgen Region. Umabot din ng 27 biktima ang mula sa Western Visayas at 23 biktima mula sa Bicol. Lahat po ng mga figura at ang mga lugar na ito, maliban sa may deklarasyon ng martial law, merong Memorandum 32 at Executive Order Number 70, Operation Oplan Sauron 1 and 2. Nagdulot po ito ng mga karumal-dumal, ika nga, na pagpaslang, pagdakip na ilegal, pagkakulong, pandarahas sa mga lider at kasapi ng kinikilala ng ating gobyerno na mga kalaban ng kanyang gobyerno. Sino po sila? Hindi po sila mga malalaking tao. Hindi po sila mga mayayamang Panginoong may lupa. Sila po ay mga karaniwang magsasaka, lumalaban at gumigiit sa kanilang karapatan para sa lupa. Ngunit sila po ang dumadagdag sa mahabang listahan at paparaming bilang ng mga pinaslang sa ilalim ng kontra-insuryensyang kampanya ng kasalukuyang administrasyon. Nitong unang kwarto ng taon, nagpatuloy ang mga pagpatay sa mga magsasaka at tampok na rito ang brutal na pagpatay sa 14 na magsasaka mula sa Negros Oriental. Noong Marso 30, ito ay binunga ng dahil naglabas ng Memorandum Order Number 32 at ipinatupad ang lokal na programang tinagurian Synchronized Enhanced Police Management Operations o SEMPO at Oplan Sauron 1 and 2 ng Joint AFP and PNP. Libu-libong magsasaka rin ang persahang lumikas sa bayan ng San Jorge, San Juan de Buan, Calbiga, sa Samar, sa Las Navas, sa Northern Samar. Bunga ng malawakang militarisasyon sa mga lugar na ito na kung saan ipinatupad ang Memo Order Number 32. Nakasama po ang kinatawang ito sa inilunsad na National Fact-Finding and Solidarity Mission noong Abril 4 hanggang 8 ukol sa maskiling ng mga magsasaka sa Canlaon City, sa bayan ng Manhuyod at sa bayan ng Santa Catalina sa Negros Oriental. At direkta ko pong nakita, nasaksihan ang kaawa-awang kalagayan ng mga naulilang pamilya na sumisigaw ng katarungan. Maliban po sa mga pagpaslang na ito, mula noong nag-umpisa hanggang sa kalagitnaan at hanggang sa ngayon, patapos ang kampanyahan, ang partido ng kinatawan ito ay isa sa mga tinatawag namin pinukosan o pinunterian ng mahigpit. Winasak ang makinarya, ginipit ang mga lider at organisador. Para po sa kaalaman ng aking mga kasamahang mambabatas, 4 po na mga regional coordinator ng Anak Pawis Party List ang nakakulong sa mga gawa-gawa at napaka-imposible na mga kasong inihain sa kanila. Ang regional coordinator ng Anak Pawis Party List ng Northern Mindanao, si kasamang Ireneo Odarbe. Ang Palawan Provincial and Regional Coordinator ng Southern Tagalog, si kasamang Norley Bernabe. Ang Regional o Provincial Coordinator ng Bohol, si Alvin Fortaleza. At ang aming Municipal Coordinator mula sa Negros Oriental, Canlaon City, na si kasamang Azucena Garubat. Sa panahon po ng mga kampanyahang ito, sila'y biglang hinuli habang nangangampanya at ipinakita ang mga dinoktor na mga warrant of arrest na kung saan ang kanilang mga pangalan ay siningit at pinahabol. Maliban po dyan, mga kasamahan na mga mambabatas, ang ating mga chapter po sa buong bansa na kung saan nakalatag ang mga malalaki at malalakas na mga chapter ng Anak Pawis Party List ay siya ring tinamaan ng matindi ng militarisasyon. Kaya ang isang mahalagang katanungan, anong aksyon ang gagawin ng susunod na Kongreso para itaguyod ang karapatang pantao ng ating mga kapwa mga magsasaka at maralita sa ating bansa? Makakaasa ba ang mga magsasaka at katutubo, mangingisda, manggagawang bukid at iba pang sektor na ipagtatanggol ng Kongresong ito ang kanilang mga karapatan at kahilingan? O sa kabilang banda, wala talaga silang aasahan o maaasahan dahil nakakiling ang Kongresong ito sa mga ahensyang karaniwang may sala sa mga paglabag sa kanilang karapatang pantao. O sa mas esensyal ng mga batayang panawagan ng ating mga magsasaka para sa tunay na reforma sa lupa, ay matutugunan ba o hindi ba matutulad sa matagal ng panahon na itinulak natin ang Genuine Agrarian Reform Bill? Mga kapwa mambabatas, laging isa-pusot na diwa natin ang mga pagiging kasapi ng Kongresong ito ay para sa kapakanan ng malawak na mamamayan, hindi para sa interes ng ating personal o pamilya o politikal na interes. Nandito tayo para gumawa ng mga batas na tumutugon sa mga batayang kahilingan ng masang anak pawis na pinaglilingkuran natin. Dahil wala naman talagang fundamental na reforma na makikinabang ang ating mamamayan, lalo pat kung ang Kongresong ito ay patuloy na tatalikuran ang kanyang obligasyon at responsibilidad para talakayin ang mga mahalagang panukala na tutugon sa panawagan ng mga magsasaka para sa tunay na reforma sa lupa, sa panawagan ng mga manggagawa para sa kasiguraduhan ng kanilang trabaho laban sa endo at nakabubuhay na sahod. Kaya mga kapwa ko mambabatas, isang malaking realisasyon po ang pagtapos ng halalang ito. Iiwan ko po ang mga malaking katanungan. Papayag ba tayo na ganun na lamang bababuyin ng mga nasa poder ng kapangyarihan ang mga batas na sumasalamin tulad na lamang ng Omnibus Election Code, na kung saan lantaran na nilalabag ng mga nasa poder ng kapangyarihan na kung saan ay pabor sa administrasyon. Papayag ba tayo na gagamitin ang lahat ng makinaryang ito para lamang pumabor sa kandidato ng administrasyon? Papayag ba tayo na yung mga sinabing mga institusyon o ahensya na hindi dapat pumapel o magkaroon ng non-partisan role ay magiging bahagi ng makinarya para gipitin ang tinatawag na kontra ng gobyernong Duterte? Nagtagumpay man silang gipitin, bawasan ang blokeng makabayan. Ngunit bigo sila dahil magpapatuloy at magpapatuloy pa rin ito. Sa loob at labas ng Kongreso, ang mga laban para sa tunay na reforma sa lupa, laban sa kontraktualisasyon, nakabubuhay na sahod, at mga batayang karapatan ay hindi nakakahon lamang sa loob ng bulwagang ito. Bagkus, malawak po ang lansangan, malawak ang kanayunan. Maraming salamat.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we recognize the next congressman to avail of the privilege hour, Representative Tom Villarin of Akbayan Party List. So move, Madam Speaker.
Majority Leader, I think we have to refer the speech of Representative Casilaw.
Madam Speaker, I move to refer the speech of Representative Ariel Casilaw to the Committee on Rules. So move, Madam Speaker.
The speech of Representative Ariel Casilaw is deferred to the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, again, I recognize the Honorable Tom Villarin of Akbayan Party List for his privilege hour.
Representative Tom Villarin of Akbayan is now recognized. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, motion to suspend.
Session suspended. Session resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we suspend privilege hour. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we take up business for the day. Moved for the consideration of House Resolution 2407, contained in Committee Report 1256, and may we request the Secretary General to read the title of the measure. So move, Madam Speaker.
Secretary General is directed to read House Resolution 2407.
House Resolution 2407, resolution strongly urging the Department of Transportation to include Calamba City in the list of identified city operations from Laguna under the Department Order number 2018-025.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we adopt House Resolution 2407. So move,
Is
Madam
there
Speaker.
any objection? The chair hears none. House Resolution 2407 is adopted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to consider House Resolution 2510, contained in Committee Report 1263. May we ask Secretary General to read the title of the measure. So move.
Secretary General is directed to read House Resolution 2510.
House Resolution 2510, a resolution congratulating and commending Miriam College and its students for winning 90 medals and 3 trophies in the prestigious World Scholars Cup at the Yale University.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to adopt House Resolution 2510. So move.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. House Resolution 2510 is adopted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to consider House Resolution number 2511, contained in Committee Report 1269. We ask Secretary General to read the title of the measure. So move, Madam Speaker.
Secretary General is directed to read House Resolution 2511.
House Resolution 2511, a resolution congratulating Mr. Hoven Hayagan and Mr. Halain de Makaling for winning the first China International Skills Competition 2017, held in China, and commending the Technical Education Skills Development Authority for its unwavering support to the country's participation in international competitions and for providing quality, relevant instruction and training in the technical, vocational education, and skills excellence.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to adopt House Resolution 2511. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. House Resolution 2511 is now adopted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to consider House Resolution number 2512, contained in Committee Report 1301, and may we ask the Secretary General to read the title of the measure. So move.
Secretary General is directed to read House Resolution 2512.
House Resolution 2512, a resolution commending and congratulating the University of the Philippines Diliman College of Law for emerging as the national champion in the 12th National Moot Court Competition on International Humanitarian Law, 2017, held at the University of the Philippines Bonifacio Global Campus from October 2 to 6, 2017, and for advancing to the quarterfinals of the 16th Red Cross International Humanitarian Law Moot Competition held in Hong Kong from March 7 to 10, 2018.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to adopt House Resolution number 2512. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. House Resolution 2512 is now adopted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to consider House Resolution number 2559, and may we ask the Secretary General to read the title of the said measure. So move, Madam Speaker.
Secretary General is directed to read House Resolution 2559.
House Resolution 2559, resolution commending the Honorable Raul V. Del Mar, representative of the 1st District of Cebu City, for the outstanding performance rendered and perfect attendance registered during the 8th, 9th, 10th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 16th, and 17th Congresses.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to adopt House Resolution 2559. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. House Resolution 2559 is now adopted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to consider House Resolution number 2509, and may we ask the Secretary General to read the title of the measure. So move, Madam Speaker.
Secretary General is directed to read House Resolution 2509.
2509, resolution expressing the profound condolences of the House of Representatives to the family of Mrs. Olivia P. Paras, wife of former Representative Jacinto V. Paras of the 1st District of Negros Oriental during the 11th, 12th, and 13th Congresses.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to adopt House Resolution 2509. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. House Resolution 2509 is now adopted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, motion to suspend?
Motion, session suspended.
And then will I adjourn?
Para mag-overtime. Andyan si Ma'am eh.
Papaalam lang. We just have some business to take care of.
Session resumed.
Madam
Majority
Speaker,
Leader.
I move that we terminate privilege hour. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we designate the following members to the Bicameral Conference Committee on the Disagreeing Provisions of House Bill number 9051 and Senate Bill number 2063 on reorganizing the Cooperative Development Authority. Representative Rico Heron, Representative Anthony Bravo, Representative Sabiniano Kaanama, Representative Wilter Palma, Representative Joseph Stephen Paduano, Orestes Salon. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. The following were designated as members of the Bicameral Conference Committee on the Disagreeing Provisions of House Bill number 9051 and Senate Bill number 2063 on reorganizing the Cooperative Development Authority. The following: Representative Rico Heron, Representative Anthony Bravo, Representative Sabiniano Canama, Representative Wilter V. Palma, Representative Joseph Stephen Paduano, and Representative Orestes Salon. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move a change of referral of House Bill numbers 1672, 2187, 4621, and 9194, establishing the Overseas Filipino Workers Hospital from the Committee on Health to the Committees on Health and the Committee on Appropriations. So moved, Madam Speaker.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. The change of referral for House Bill numbers 1672, 2187, 4621, and 9194 is now remanded to Committees on Health and Committees on Appropriations. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we insert the privileged speech of Representative Joel Mayo Almario into the records of the House and refer the same privileged speech to the Committee on Natural Resources. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. The privileged speech of Representative Joel Mayo Almario is referred now to the Committee on Natural Resources. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, we are in receipt of the Bicameral Conference Committee report on the disagreeing votes on House Bill number 3222, establishing a national vision screening program for kindergarten pupils. Madam Speaker, in accordance with our rules, I move that we ratify the said Bicameral Conference Committee report. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Committee report of said Bicameral Committee Conference is now ratified. Majority Leader.
Motion to suspend, Madam Speaker.
Session suspended.
sige na. Additional reference. O sana yung ano, Jeff, sinulat mo na.
Okay. Session resumed.
Madam
Majority Leader.
Speaker, I move that we take up additional reference of business. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there an objection? The chair is none. The motion is approved. Majority Leader. Secretary General is directed to read additional business.
Additional reference of business, Committee Report 1321, submitted by the Committee on Agriculture and Food and House Bill number 9197.
To the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader. Majority Leader.
Motion to suspend, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? Motion suspended. Session resumed.
Madam Speaker, in
Majority
continuation of our business for the day, I move that we take up on second reading House Bill number 9197, found in Committee Report 1321, and may we direct the Secretary General to read the title of the bill. So move, Madam Speaker.
Secretary General is directed to read House Bill 9117.
House Bill 9197, an act establishing the Coconut Farmers and Industry Development Trust Fund and providing for its management and utilization.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, for his sponsorship speech, I move to recognize the author of the said measure, the Honorable Jose Panganiban of Anak IP. So move, Madam Speaker.
Representative Jose Panganiban is now recognized.
Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I would like
Please
to
proceed.
I would like to manifest for the adoption of the explanatory note as my sponsorship speech.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of interpellation. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Madam
Majority
Speaker,
Leader.
for his interpellation, I move to recognize the Honorable Ariel Casilao of Anak Pawis Party List. So move, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Casilao is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just a clarification to the distinguished sponsor. The bill that the bill that we are currently deliberating is a new bill from the vetoed enrolled bill of President
Yes,
Duterte.
yes, Mr. Interpolator. The House Bill 9197, as a backgrounder, is the House bill that the House of Representatives approved on third and final reading last year.
May I know if all the members of this plenary has the copy of the current bill that we are supposed to deliberate and voted for second reading. Because, Madam Speaker, even though we have thoroughly deliberated the previous House version for the Coconut Industry Development Act, but then again, as the distinguished speaker mentioned, it was vetoed last February 14 of this current year. Now, although I have attended an executive committee meeting just this afternoon, as with regards to a substitute bill to cure the defects of the enrolled bill that has been vetoed by President Duterte. But what I am concerned of, we cannot just simply pass a measure that even a copy of the substitute bill has not been furnished to the members of this august body. May I know if, to the rules, how do we, because in the process, Madam Speaker, we deliberate, we interpolate based on the copy of the bill. But unfortunately, this representation, Madam Speaker, has no copy of the bill that we are supposed to deliberate.
Very good sponsor, would you please reply?
Madam Speaker, may I request from the Rules Committee whether or not a copy of the bill as requested by the good interpolator?
5-minute suspension, Madam Speaker.
Session suspended. Session resumed. Majority
Madam
Leader.
Speaker, replying to the query of Congressman Casilo, I would like to advise the gentleman that we are only hearing the bill on second reading, and therefore the distribution of copies of the bill, including copies of the committee report to each and every member of the House, is not needed at this point in time, Madam Speaker.
Representative Casilaw.
Madam Speaker, paano po natin pag-uusapan at dedebatehan ang bawat probisyon ng panukalang batas na nakasalang ngayon sa plenaryo for second reading if we don't have the copy? Either with the committee report or the substitute bill itself. What I am trying to drive at, Madam Speaker, let me be very clear. I am not against this measure. In fact, I am one of the main author of a separate proposed bill. Gusto po natin maiayos na ang COCO levy funds. Naghain po ako ng panukalang batas. Kinonsolidate po ito sa iba pang mga panukalang batas. Bagamat on the third reading, umatras po ako dahil meron po tayong mga probisyong hindi inaprubahan at hindi katanggap-tanggap sa kinatawang ito. Ngunit noong nagkaroon na po ng BICAM, iginiit natin ang usapin ng komposisyon ng PCA Governing Board na mas dapat ay marami ang komposisyon ng ating mga magsasaka at yung papano gagastusin ang pera. Hindi man kami sumuporta ng buong buo, but for the interest of our farmers, cocoa farmers, na magkaroon na ng batas in accordance to the Supreme Court ruling, in-expect natin na pipirmahan ni Pangulong Duterte ang enrolled bill. But unfortunately, it turned out hindi niya pinirmahan at meron siyang veto message addressed to the both houses, the Senate and the lower house. Nagkaroon ng substitute bill, tinalakay kanina at inaprubahan in an executive committee meeting ng Committee on Agriculture. But I would like to insist, gustuhin man nating madalain ang proseso, but again, give the opportunity of each members of this House to scrutinize the provisions indicated in the substitute bill. For one, I would like to raise a particular question and debate. When the President vetoed the provision on the composition of the governing board of the PCA, which includes 6 or 9 farmer representatives, down to the current proposal, although I don't have the copy of the substitute bill, but accordingly, the proposal is 3 farmer representatives, 1 from Luzon, 1 from Visayas, 1 from Mindanao, 6 from the government agencies, and 2 from the private coconut industry sector. Ang tanong ko po dyan, bakit sinasabi ng gobyernong Duterte na private sector ayaw nilang pumasok sa isang batas na magtatakda kung paano gastusin ang perang nakalaan dapat sa mga magniniyog ay tinawag ng mga private sector, where in fact, nakapaloob po yan sa ahensya ng ating gobyerno. Tanging ang magtatakda ng Coconut Industry Development Plan na dapat ay malaki ang boses ng ating mga magniniyog ay dapat kilalanin ng gobyernong ito. Hindi pa sa usapin, dahil alam naman natin na ang magmamanage ng pera ay gobyerno naman. Ako nga, in a principle stand, this is not just simply a public fund as the Supreme Court ruled in 2012. Pera po ito ng mga magniniyog. Pera po ito ng mga pobreng mga magsasaka na kinolektahan, persadong kinolektahan ng tinatawag na Coco Levy funds o Coco Levy. Ngayon, pumabor na ang Korte Suprema, may tinalakay tayong batas, nais nating magkaroon ng boses sa mga magsasaka sa anumang mekanismo para marinig ang tindig na dapat ay tutugon sa kahilingan ng ating mga magdiniyog. Pinagkait po ito nung binito ni Pangulong Duterte ang mga probisyon hinggil sa representasyon ng mga magsasaka. Nandiyan naman po yung mga mayor na ahensya ng ating gobyerno nang siyang magpapastol kung ano ang dapat tatahakin ng Coconut Industry Development Roadmap na yan. Pero hindi dapat pinagkakaitan ng gobyerno na magkaroon ng malaking boses ang ating mga magsasaka sa PCA Governing Board man yan o sa Trust Fund Committee man yan. Kaya, Madam Speaker, I am questioning the process. How can we vote on second reading a measure that I don't have any proposed or the substitute bill, the copy of the substitute bill to discuss upon this plenary?
Madam Speaker,
Majority Leader.
this representation truly understand the predicament of Congressman Casilla. In any event, Madam Speaker, this representation similarly recognize the legitimacy of said concern. And with the indulgence of the gentleman, I would like to stress that we are not about to vote on this measure. And similarly, I would like to advise the gentleman that precisely we are requesting the sponsor to answer the questions of the gentleman during the period of interpellation. Now, in view of my recognition of the legitimacy of the gentleman, this representation undertakes that any moment now he will be furnished with a copy of the committee report and the bill that was approved by the committee, with the correction, Madam Speaker, that we are not dwelling about any substitute bill, but we are discussing an original bill. Because of this, Madam Speaker, I move for a 5 minutes suspension.
Session suspended. Session resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we resume the interpellation of the sponsor in the subject bill being discussed, Madam Speaker.
Representative Casilao is requested to resume interpellation.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Yung binabasa ko po yung substitute bill ng panukala hinggil sa Coconut Farmers and Industry Development Bill. Mukhang mas malapit ito doon sa inaprubahan nating House version. In fact, itong tinatawag na Trust Fund Committee, ito yung tinalakay ng Kongreso. Hindi na po babaguhin yung composition ng governing body ng PCA.
Hindi na po.
So talagang yung accompanying bill nito na kasama sa naveto ay wala nang gagalawin doon.
Yes, the reconstitution of the PCA was also vetoed.
Now, Madam Speaker, you know very well that this representation's advocacy for the farmers to reflect in the deliberation of the original House version is for the farmers to be represented significantly. Now, under Chapter 4, page 7 of the substitute bill, talagang nagulat kami. Although inasahan ko naman nung veto message ni Pangulong Duterte last February na diniklara na ayaw ng gobyernong ito na pamahalaan ang funds mainly or mas marami ang mga private sector representative. However, the reaction of this representation, Madam Speaker, for one, how come President Duterte appraises or categorizes the composition of then the PCA Governing Board and now the Trust Fund Committee as private sector dominated, when in fact, the entire mechanism is within the full control and structure of the Philippine Coconut Authority under the Department of Agriculture. What I am trying to drive at, Madam Speaker, this representation cannot accept the provision that only allows 3 representatives from the farmers sector, 1 from Luzon, 1 from Visayas, and 1 from Mindanao, wherein kung gaano man kalaki ang pondo ngayon na nakatenga sa Bureau of Treasury, and that is one that I would like to clarify. Distinguished sponsor, do you have already the recent confirmation that there's still money? Kanina, walang taga Department of Finance.
Yes, Madam Speaker, we just received certification from the Bureau of Treasury that funds are still intact, amounting to about 76 billion pesos.
Now, distinguished sponsor, Madam Speaker, can we not invoke our legislative independence that in deliberating this measure, we have collectively understood the necessity that farmer representation should give a significant voice in the committee or even previously to the governing board. Although in the proper time, distinguished sponsor, Madam Speaker, I will still move for the amendment of this provision and push for additional farmer representation in the Trust Fund Committee. Why? It is not, and it should not be considered as private sector dominated. Because again, I would like to insist that the committee is under the PCA, under the guidance of the PCA. The chair of the committee is the secretary himself of the Department of Agriculture. it will be a collective or a collegial, like Congress, it will be a collegial body to discuss, collectively deliberate the proposals for the coconut industry development roadmap on how to utilize the fund. In the proper time, Madam Speaker, distinguished sponsor, this representation will still push for additional representation of farmers in the Trust Fund Committee. Hopefully, the leadership of this House will stand on the wisdom that we need more voices of farmers in that committee, even at the expense of possible, again, negative perception of Malacanang. We still have the last ace in which we can overturn any veto of the President, if in case, indeed, the President will not see the light of why we have to put more farmer representatives in that committee. Again, Madam Speaker, distinguished sponsor, we have deliberated this before. My arguments maintained stands. We are against privatization of the assets, although it has been already clarified, it's not just simply a process of privatizing the oil mills, but it will lead to eventual privatization of the cocoa levy assets in favor of private interests. But most especially, pakonsuelo na po natin sa ating mga magsasaka. Ang itatakdang plano ay dapat manggagaling mula sa magsasaka at hindi dapat ididikta ng ating gobyerno. Pera nila to, public funds as we may call it, therefore, government should take care. Bagamat idideklara at kabahagi naman ito ng special fund, this will not be included in the general fund. This is a special fund intended specially for the purpose of benefiting our farmers and the coconut industry. Hence, therefore, we should at least give them the voice, give them the necessary representation in a committee that will deliberate the future of this fund. It may not be given, it may not give the social justice, the so-called social justice, the injustice that they suffered, but at least it is due to them. And let this Congress be an instrument to facilitate. Hindi man yung kabuong katarungan o hustisya, protektahan natin ang mga magdiniyog at ilalaban natin na may significant voice sila sa committee ito. I am not convinced and I will not accept 3 representatives of farmers sector in that particular committee. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Again, I am not here to delay the deliberation of this bill. I am here to push forward the sentiments and the interests of our farmers sector. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you, distinguished sponsor.
Thank you, Representative Kaila, Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, 1 minute suspension.
Session suspended. Session resumed.
Madam Speaker, there being no other member who wishes to interpolate, I move that we close the period of interpolation. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of committee amendments. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, there
Leader.
being no committee amendments, I move that we close the period of committee amendments. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, I move that we open the period of individual amendments. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved.
Madam Speaker, there being no individual amendments,
Madam
I move
Speaker.
that we...
As I have mentioned in my interpellation, in the proper time I will be introducing some individual amendments. And the individual amendments of this representation, as I have mentioned, page 7, chapter 4.
Duly noted, Representative Kailaw, Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, with due respect to the proponent, I beg to disagree with his proposed amendment.
There is an objection to the proposed amendment. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we close the period of individual amendments. So move, Madam Speaker.
Is there any objection? The chair is none. The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading House Bill number 9197. So move, Madam Speaker.
All those in favor of House Bill number 9197, please say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 9197 is now approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Motion to suspend, Madam Speaker.
Session suspended. Session resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, we'd like to acknowledge our guests in the gallery, the guests of the Honorable Cesar Sarmiento, the National Philippine Powerlifting Team, headed by Mr. Eddie Torres, President of the Powerlifting Association of the Philippines, along with Coach Eddie Torres, are our national athletes, our heroes, Aaron Casamayor, Jessa May Tabuan, Daisy Lipasana, Joyce Reboton, Mikey Neri, and Gaspar Lorenzo. They recently competed in Gold Coast, Australia, and won 16 golds and 2 silver medals, and they are currently preparing to compete in the Asian Powerlifting Championships this December 2019 in Kazakhstan.
To the guests of Congressman Sarmiento, welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Motion to suspend, Madam Speaker.
Session suspended. Session resumed.
Madam Speaker, I move that we adjourn session till Monday, May 27 at 3 o'clock p.m. So move, Madam
Session is
Speaker.
adjourned till Monday at 3 p.m.
Nettie, Nettie, Nettie.